We have some Scream news that truly affects what happens in the future of this franchise. It also affected Scream 7 directly. And yeah, let's go.
Come on, motherfucker!
Let's get down to brass tacks.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about some Scream news that I read and truly affected me, and that's the reason for making this video. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it and have a discussion, as we always do as a community. This was directly from Jenna Ortega herself, and it was in Variety as well as some other publications, and I'm sure you guys might have heard about it, but I wanted to discuss it and give my opinions and hear you guys' opinions as well. But we have the article from Variety, which has the article saying Jenna Ortega says Scream 7 exit had nothing to do with pay or scheduling. Despite the reports, it was falling apart after Melissa Barrera got fired. So I wanted to go over this article, and this is it's interesting to me. It truly is. It says Jenna Ortega revealed in an interview with The Cut that her exit from the Scream franchise was not due to a scheduling conflict as originally reported. Ortega, who played Tara Carpenter in 2022 Scream and 2023 Scream 6, exited the seventh movie in November 2023. She said at the time it was due to her shooting schedule. Now, this was something that myself, as well as so many people in the horror community, talked about and reported on, did videos on, live streams. We talked about it as well. And it made sense because at the time, everything was aligned that way. You know, she was working on the sequel to Beetlejuice. She was going to be working on the new season of Wednesday. And so all of it made sense. Although I must admit, even at the time, my first instinct was this has to be connected to Melissa and all the controversy. It has to. We know that both of them are very close to each other, good friends, and also shared a very important character relationship as sisters in these two films and whatever the next film was supposed to be. So it always kind of in the back of my mind, I was thinking this has to be directly connected to Melissa. The article goes on to say it had nothing to do with pay or scheduling, Ortega revealed. The Melissa stuff was happening and it was all kind of falling apart. If Scream 7 wasn't going to be with that team of directors and those people I fell in love with, then it didn't seem like the right move for me in my career at the time. The Melissa stuff refers to Ortega's Scream co-star Melissa Barrera, who was fired from Scream 7 due to social media posts that she put up about Israel and Palestine. News of Ortega's exit followed one day after Barrera's firing, which naturally led to speculation that Ortega was leaving the franchise out of support for Barrera. Ortega's interview with The Cut now confirms that to be the case. It's interesting because I think with actors and actresses, especially when you're part of a big franchise, you know, you've got a whole bunch of studio interference at times, but you also have to navigate controversy, or you have to navigate any type of news, the highs and the lows of it. You have to navigate in a certain way, and the hope is that it's in a professional way and that you try to eliminate or at least lessen as much drama and controversy as you can. And I think you do that for the profession as well as your coworkers. I mean, that's just how I think that you try to operate. And especially for Jenna Ortega being a young actress, a part of this huge franchise, I think at the time she chose to kind of take the high road. She didn't want to get, you know, mixed in with the controversy and so forth. Now, do I have an issue with that personally? No, I don't. Because again, you know, all those things lined up with the scheduling. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm sure she wanted to speak up and kind of let the cat out of the bag at the time. But I think she chose the high road. And now that we are moving forward with Scream 7 with Kevin Williamson and Neve Campbell coming back and Matthew Lillard and everything that's going on, I think it's fine for her in this interview to kind of let people know what the real reason was. I don't fault her for that whatsoever. I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think. Do you fault her for now coming out and revealing what the true reason was for her leaving Scream 7? The article finishes up with saying that Scream also moved on with Kevin Williamson, the franchise's original screenwriter, stepping in to direct the 7th installment, which will feature the return of franchise icon Neve Campbell. Ortega moved on with both the second season of her Netflix smash hit Wednesday and the box office success of last year's Beetlejuice. I've happened to join a lot of franchises, which is so great to be a part of Legacy, Ortega told The Cut. But for me, I'm really trying to prioritize new directors and original stories. I know on the outside, maybe people are looking at my choices like, man, what the hell is this girl doing? I never thought I would do a movie like A24's Death of a Unicorn, but an original script is exciting. If I can get it made, I love to do that. So, with everything being said, I appreciate her honesty, if nothing else. I really do, because I think for a lot of us that are fans of Scream, a lot of us that are looking forward to what Scream 7 will be, and even those of us who are still frustrated by all of this, I think it's a way to heal. And I think that's a big thing. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. I mean, it's something that in the community we have to get through together, right? And I think that now that we have the truth out there, it makes a lot of sense. You have a young actress that was very close to Melissa, and both of them being young actresses, of course, but she's got to move on with her career. She's got to keep doing projects that she's interested in and that obviously will garner success. And I don't begrudge her that 1 second. I truly don't. I think that it's a bright future for her. And who knows, down the line, maybe if the stars aligned, who knows, maybe she can return to the franchise as well. I mean, look at all of these years and we have Matthew Lillard coming back and Scott Foley and obviously Skeet. So you never know. That's the beauty of a horror franchise. I think that's where I want to end this conversation. That's the beauty of a horror franchise, is that if the stars align and if the fans really support it, which I hope we all do, that anything can happen. And especially with so many creative powers that be, you can have stars from back in the day come back into a film and make something special. That's the hope. We're hoping that with Scream 7, even though they had to take a left turn, that this will end up being a great addition to the franchise. And I'm very confident that it will. But you guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. First of all, what do you think about Jenna's statement? What do you think about her revealing the reason why she left Scream 7? The other thing about it too is that with Melissa out, Jenna had to make a hard decision. I mean, what was going to happen if you don't have Samantha Carpenter in the film? What is Tara going to do? Would they have come up with some weird ass story where Sam went off somewhere and Tara's now the lead? I mean, I'm not saying that would have been bad. And I love Jenna, I really do. But I think the strength, one of the great strengths of Scream 5 and especially Scream 6 was this relationship of these two sisters. And I really wish we could have seen more from them. But with the situation being what it was, when you have one that has been exited out, the other one, I mean, this is probably, it was probably for the best. It really was. I mean, I wish I could have seen more of them, but we got what we got. Here we are waiting for Scream 7 and to see what happens. So you guys, let's talk about it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. As always, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. It helps to support us here. We appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the Night Watch Zone, this is the time to do it. Do it. Become part of this fantastic movie community where you'll never love and talk about movies the same. And as always, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.